A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move aimed at safeguarding the mental health of young Australians, the Australian Senate is currently debating a landmark bill that seeks to ban children under the age of 16 from accessing social media platforms. This initiative comes on the heels of overwhelming support from the House of Representatives, where the bill was passed with a staggering 102 votes in favor and only 13 against. The legislation, which is being touted as a world-leading measure, is designed to hold social media companies accountable for ensuring that minors do not create accounts on their platforms. Under the proposed law, platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Reddit, X, and Instagram could face fines of up to 50 million Australian dollars, roughly equivalent to 33 million US dollars, for failing to prevent children from registering. Communications Minister Michelle Rowland has been a vocal supporter of the bill, emphasizing that the primary focus is to protect young people rather than to punish or isolate them. She pointed out the various dangers children face online, including exposure to harmful content related to drug abuse, eating disorders, and violence. While the legislation has garnered broad support from the public and parental advocacy groups, it has also faced criticism from a coalition of tech companies, human rights organizations, and social media experts. Detractors are raising concerns about the practical enforcement of the law, the protection of user privacy, and whether the ban will genuinely serve to protect children. Critics, including Senator Jackie Lambie, have voiced their concerns over the rushed nature of the bill, suggesting that it lacks sufficient detail and thorough debate. Lambie described the government's approach as undercooked, calling for a more comprehensive examination of the implications of such a ban. On the other hand, opposition Senator Maria Kovacic defended the bill, asserting that it is not a radical measure but a necessary step that demands social media companies take responsibility for identifying and removing underage users from their platforms. Kovacic emphasized that these companies have long neglected their responsibilities in favor of profit. However, some mental health advocates, including Senator David Shoebridge from the Greens Party, have warned that the legislation could inadvertently harm vulnerable young people. Shoebridge highlighted that many children use social media as a source of support, particularly those in regional communities and members of the LGBTQI community. He cautioned that cutting off access could lead to increased isolation and exacerbate existing mental health challenges. The bill is expected to be passed by the Senate, especially given the strong backing from both major political parties, which all but guarantees its enactment into law. Once the legislation is officially adopted, social media platforms will have a year to implement the necessary measures to comply with the new regulations before penalties are enforced. In light of upcoming elections, critics argue that the government is attempting to placate concerned parents by presenting itself as a protector of children against the perils of social media. However, there are fears that the legislation may do more harm than good, potentially driving children to the dark web or discouraging them from reporting online harm. The debate surrounding this legislation highlights the ongoing struggle to balance the need for child safety online with the realities of digital communication in an increasingly connected world. As the Senate continues its discussions, the outcome of this bill could set a precedent for how countries approach the challenges posed by social media and its impact on youth. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.